Today is Tuesday, Parashat Toledot. In the parasha of this week, Yitzchak Avinu blesses Yaakov, thinking that Esav is in front of him. And he's wondering, he says, Kol Yaakov, Vayadayim yede Esav. Something doesn't make sense. The voice is the voice of Yaakov, but the hands are the hands of Esav, because Yaakov put these hairy skins on his hands to make him feel like he was Esav. Well, first of all, the question is asked, why is it that Yaakov was to get a bracha through this kind of roundabout way? He should have just gotten the bracha straight from his father without pretending to be Esav as his mother directed him. And his mother, Rivka, did it by divine inspiration. But the idea is, according to Rabbi Dessler, Yitzchak Avinu felt that Yaakov was such a righteous person, he did not need a beracha. He did not need a blessing. He had enough merits on his own. But by him thinking that it was Esav in front of him, the bracha that he gave him is a bracha for someone to do teshuvah. That beracha that he gave Yaakov helped his descendants in future generations to do teshuvah when the need was for that. Only way that they could have gotten that bracha through their forefather Yaakov is only if Yitzchak thought that it was Esav in front of him. But in mid-beracha, he realizes that it is actually Yaakov in front of him, and he blesses him also as a righteous person. So he got bracha from both aspects: righteous person and a person who needs assistance to overcome the Yetzirah, to become a person who does teshuvah. So that is, according to Rabbi Dessler, what Yaakov needed to get bracha in that somewhat of a pretending type of way. Now, this statement of Kol Yaakov Vayadayim yede Esav delivers more than one message. Of course, the plain meaning is as if Yitzchak is wondering, just like Rashi says, the language, he says, Kumna, please get up, please, and the language is so respectful and so kind. When Esav would have used not as polite way to speak to his father, even though he was doing the mitzvah of Kibud Abahem, he would have said just Yakum Avi, my father, please, without the word even using the word please. So that's why the plain meaning is he realizes that the person who's in front of him uses a certain style of speaking that is more representative of Yaakov. So that's why the voice is the voice of Yaakov. But the hands, the physical hands that he touched, they felt like Esav's hands. But there is yet another meaning. Kol Yaakov, the voice is the voice of Yaakov. The Yadayim is the Yadayim of Esav. If we think about Yadayim as physical, material strength, that Esav has. But Kol, the voice that represents spirituality, represents intellect, represents the idea of be able to, just like we know that if you go to the Olympics, there are not many gold medals that the Jewish people earn, but in the Nobel Prize category, when it has to do with thought, when it has to do with spirituality, with science, with things that involve the mind, because the voice, Kol, our expression through words, is something that has to do with what we have in mind. So the Kol Yaakov, is representative of the quality of Yaakov, which not on the side of material and physical, but more on the side of spiritual, of knowledge, of understanding, and that type of thing. So by him making that statement, it's actually giving us a message of our natural inclination as the Jewish people. Kol also has to do with the call of Torah, the voice of Torah, the voice of prayer. That's our strength. Through prayer, through Torah, we can accomplish a lot. Of course, we have to do our hishtadlut in the physical realm. We do our due diligence. But ultimately, the call is what is important. The voice of Torah, the voice of prayer. So that's what is indicated by Kol Yaakov Vayadayim yede Esav. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.